Good morning. Today my topic is data file handling. Now, data file handling deals with the files in which we store our data. Now, before I start, I want to tell you that what do you mean by a file? A file is a stream or a sequence of character data occupying name place on a disk where a sequence of related data is stored. Means a file is a bunch of bytes where we store the data for the later use. Now, question is why file required? Most of the program we have seen so far are transient. That is, they run for a short time and produce some output, but they end. Their data disappear. For that, we need to store in a file for further use. Now, purpose of using a file. Python programs write to file an external secondary storage device, and whenever the file required, it read from the file for our purpose. File allow us to store data even after we close the program. Now, the question is type of file. A text file is a sequence of characters, lines of characters. A line is a sequence of characters. As you know, ASCII character. ASCII means American Standard Code for Information Interchange or Unicode, stored in a permanent storage area. Now, what do you mean by binary files? Binary files are used to store binary data such as images, videos, audios, etc. Now, the question data file operations. There are three operations on the Python that take place in the following order: opening a file, then performing read write operation or process the data and close the file. The process goes like this: open file, then processing of data, and then I have to close the file. Now, how to open a file? Open functions take a name of file as the first argument, and the second argument indicates the mode of accessing. Means how to open a file. On open a file, I have file name and access mode. The mode means I need to read a file and I need to write a file and append a file. Now, there are some other modes for file modes. One, opener read only. The file pointer is placed at the beginning of the file. This is the default mode. If the file does not exist, it generates file not found error. Same way, we have RB mode. RB is a binary format read mode. It also places the pointer at the beginning of the file. Then RB plus for read and write. RB plus read and write in a binary format. W for writing, WB for binary format, W for open a file, A for append mode, AB for appending in binary format, A plus is reading and appending. Now I have close file object dot close. Whenever we have open a file, it need to close the file. Now, how to read a text file in a program of a Python? For that, I have to open a file with open function, and then I have to write the name of the file and then read. Now, print file read. Read is a function to read a file. Now, how to write a text file? Text file, for writing in a text file we have test file.w. We have to write, and we have a write function where can we write 3 or 4 lines, and then we need to close the file. Again we have another function for reading a file, that is read function, and we have to print the whatever is read. Now next is append mode. How to data append means we have to add the content. Now last but the not least, absolute and relative path. The absolute are the absolute paths are from the top level of the directory, and the relative paths are the relative to current directory denoted as W, where its parent directory denoted by double dots means this is for all.